Hello, good afternoon and welcome.
Yes, hello, good afternoon and welcome. After 2 months of you playing away in Australia, goodness knows what you got up to, but you did learn a few things actually, which I think we're going to talk about in a moment.
Absolutely.
In between the haze, you know, of the tinnies and the wine and all the rest that's been going on.
There were one or two past my lips, I will not deny that.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the first thing I think came to mind, which I was astonished about, was I was watching television and BHP Billiton, who is probably one of the largest mining companies not only in Australia but in the world,
That's true.
took an advert out boasting that you should invest in BHP because they mine copper, and what they said was 4 times more copper goes into an electric car than does into an ordinary car. Now,
Gosh.
I was astonished at that, and you know and I know it doesn't. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to work out the carbon footprint that that's creating is immense.
Yeah, copper mining is not for the faint-hearted to start
Precisely.
with, crikey, no.
But the problem is, they mine it in Australia. Where are all the cars produced? They're produced in United States, in Europe, in China. So the carbon footprint of just taking there, apart from the fact they've got to smelt the damn stuff.
Well, so that's the point. Electric cars are not the total answer.
Correct.
And I think actually you're reading more and more though, people are beginning to wake up to this, except governments. They seem to be headlong into this electric car revolution, as they call it.
I think the problem is they've got tunnel vision.
Well, they have their advisors who have tunnel vision, I would say, probably.
Yeah, well, the so-called experts.
Yeah.
You
No
know.
doubt we'll get a lot of stick for saying this, but we're only quoting facts,
Yeah.
chaps and ladies.
If you look at this month's Motorsport,
Yep. That's
the
true.
article in there,
Mm.
which says, it is not the answer.
Yes.
And then if we want to go to this week, the Daily Mail produced a lead article by John Nash, and it was quite revealing that he says not the answer. And with a little bit of your indulgence, I'd like to read a little bit from
go
it.
and read it word for word, because then that we know that it's a fact. It's not rubbish.
This is worse. The situation is even worse with electric cars. A Swedish government report says that making the battery alone releases as much CO2 as 8 years worth of driving a petrol vehicle.
You couldn't make it up, could you?
So, to return to my opening point, all we need to do is make a green difference is to use our existing cars sparingly and keep them going longer. Now, that's not rocket science.
Yeah. No, it isn't. No, that's common sense.
It is common sense. But the whole point is this. I do not understand, and we both agree on this, we do not understand why there's this headlong charge for electric cars, which is not the answer. I mean, they have worked out that diesel engine cars with good biofuels are just as clean, if not cleaner, than these electric cars.
Especially when, for instance, UK, what is it, 2035 now, no more petrol or diesel cars for new cars. Think of the technology with the biofuels by that stage.
Absolutely.
I mean,
what BP and Shell are doing in the background, all these, so-called zealots seem to be berating them. They don't realise that the research and money they're putting in to get the better fuel.
I quite agree. But anyway, look, that's the serious part about it all to this. But let's just have a quick chat. We don't want to go on too long, I know, but about the coming Formula One season, because I think it could be an absolute cracker. What do you think?
I think you're right. I think that Mercedes won't have them all their own way. I think that Ferrari, if they get their act together, Leclerc, I think will be the man. I also think the Red Bull are in with a shout.
Yeah, definitely.
And the one that might be a surprise, but I don't think that they're there, might be McLaren.
I think
they've got two. The problem is they get two very good drivers.
Yeah, I think that they will make a step up. We hope, but they won't be in the top 3. That takes a bit more. I also hope that Williams do actually get off the back of the grid. Well, I really hope they do.
Even Ross Brawn was saying only today, I hope to goodness Williams do something.
Yeah. Well, because you wonder, they can't actually go on like this, because in the end you lose support, don't you? but it's not for lack of effort, I'm sure. But
no, they're just
went wrong.
There's something wrong somewhere within the organisation. What it is, you know, we can only surmise. And your speculation is pretty hopeless, but
now I do think we're going to. I'm very optimistic. We're going to have a cracker of a season.
I think it's going to be a good season. I think it's going to be much closer. You know, rather than it's a one-horse race. You know, okay, who's going to come second?
Yeah, definitely.
It's going to make for much more interesting.
Yeah. Well, Lewis reckons he's even better prepared, and what does he say? That I'm going to be a machine.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well. Great drivers do pull things out of the bag, so he's beginning to look like he is one of the real greats.
Yeah, but Eddie Jones turned around and said that England was going to brutalise France, and look what happened there.
Very true. No, that was well, that's another story, but that was a real mess up. Yeah, they definitely did.
But going back to Formula One, I think it's going to be an exciting time. When they're testing now in Barcelona, aren't they?
Soon, February the 20th, is it, or something? I can't remember to be. The memory's going, the whole brain's going, the hair's going, the legs are going. It's all full of metal. I can't walk, I can't think. So
well, you can never think.
No. Actually, it's getting on. It's sherry time.
Okay, well, I think we've.
Shall we wrap this up today?
Yeah,
tonight,
I think so.
This afternoon. I mean.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, that's all, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Look
Okay.
forward to it.
Ciao.